Hey guys, how are you doing? Um, I have a message. It's actually more of a personal message, but I have a message. But it's an inspiring message to um just to give to people and just to give to little girls out there and younger girls who are going through the same thing, because this is something that I also too see from other younger girls that come and talk to me about, their home life and the problems in their life. And first of all, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to these videos, because I know I've been putting out a little bit more of emotional videos, but it's all a part of the healing process. And it's all about telling my story and my truth. And I'm telling my story, my truth, because other people need to hear this too, especially the little girl. Listen, the younger generation needs to hear, because a lot of us are still living with these types of people in our lives, with these types of parents in our life, with these types of people in our lives. And if we don't inspire each other and know how to get out of them, we're always going to be stuck. And know that we can change the situations that we are in by just shifting our energy into something more positive and more productive, and telling our truth for us, writing our truth for us. So I live with my family, and right now, I'm going through my situation or whatever, and I'm surviving. That's all that matters. I'm alive, my kids are safe, I'm surviving, right? God wants me in this situation for a reason. I might not know this reason now, but I know I know one day I will find out why I had to go through what I'm going through, right? And I will make it to the other side, because I believe that God is going to take me to the other side. But if you have anyone in your family who is calling you, bullying you, calling you names, cursing at you, making you feel lower than what you are, especially when you're already in a circumstance and you're already in a situation where you already, it's like you already done got beaten up, beaten down to the ground, and you just trying to climb back up the ladder again, right? It's like you got beaten down, you done got to the bottom, but you're starting over, you're trying to get back up, right? And you got people who are trying to keep you down there because that's where they want to see you. They are going to bully you, they are going to ridicule you, they are going to threaten you, they are going to try to control you, because all they want to see is you be stuck in that mud, stuck in that ground. They don't want to see you get picked. They don't want to see you pick yourself up. They don't want to see other people pick you up. So they're going to bully you, because that's what they feed off of. They feed off of you being put down. And this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but I never have, because this is something I have wanted to talk about for a long time, but I never have. And I've done videos before, but I've never really discussed this part. But if your mother or your parents or anyone is bullying you or trying to, like, my mom, her favorite word to call me is stupid, right? Now, she has 8 kids. Out of all her children, I am the second one to have graduated with a bachelor's degree, who has getting their master's degree. My brother left, one of my older brothers left years ago. I would never forget the day that he left, because I would never forget what I was wearing and I was wearing a yellow jumpsuit, a yellow jeans jumpsuit, the day that him and my other brother got into a fight and he left, and I didn't see him ever again. And at that moment, I didn't understand what was happening. You just think, you don't know as a child. I must have been like maybe 5, because I was still living in a different borough at that time. And you don't understand when you're young, but now I can see why he left and he hasn't come back and he hasn't forgiven, because you see the toxicity in the family dynamic. And I wish I had seen why these, I wish I had seen this unfold. And these are my mom demons. I'm not allowed to really speak her truth because she has to live with that, right? So I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but since I was a little girl, my mother has been calling me stupid. My parents has been calling me stupid, right? And I am graduating with my master's degree, and I have carried around that voice in my head of her calling me stupid my whole life. I am 31 years old and I still have that voice in my head every single day. And I'm sitting here proving to myself that, Sierra, you are not stupid, right? I work hard. I do what I have to do. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've vindicated myself. God has helped me vindicate myself and has made me change my dynamic of life around, right? But there are times when I find it's so funny because now I understand. And today it really just hit me. I had an epiphany why I am the way I am when I'm in school, right? And I have, like, I'm great with school. Like, school is something that I can do. I love it. I love it. But I wasn't going to challenge myself with my master's degree this year because I didn't feel I was worthy enough of it. I'm studying clinical, right? Studying clinical social work. I wasn't going to challenge myself this year because I did not think, like, can I really do this? And that voice in my head was always there. The voice of my mother saying the words, stupid, you're stupid, right? I just want to say to all these, the girls, the kids, the boys, anyone who is going through this. Okay, put it over there. To anyone who else is going through this situation, you are not stupid. Your parents are projecting the envy that they feel for you, the jealousy that they feel for you, right? Instead of us encouraging our kids to keep going and doing what they're doing because they are changing the generational curse that has been put over the family, or the generational cycle, or the influence. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about literally by calling your kids stupid or by saying these things. That's a curse that you are laying upon your child that is about to can change your life, right? We don't look at that. And yesterday, and that's why I love being in the school, and that's why I don't want to, because a part of me, I'm like, I don't want to just go out into the world and start doing therapy. I want to be interacting with the younger community because so much little girls are still going through this. I see myself in these young girls, these young people, young students that come up to me and they just want to talk and vent about what they're going through at home. And it's crazy to me because I am still enduring these things. But I just want to say that, and they know themselves, the way that the new generation knows themselves. I literally had a conversation with one of my students, and she sat there, I just let her let it out because she needed someone to hear her out. That's what they need. So I just hear them out, right? And the way that she spoke of, she knows what her mom is going through. She knows what her family is going through. But she says it. She says nobody else sees it, but I see it. And that's how, and she's a Capricorn just like me. And I said, wow, like, this 12-year-old girl is literally sitting here saying how she saw it and she's seeing it at 12 years old. Do you know what that means when she turns my age? How drastic her life is going to be, how the change is going to be because she noticed it younger. I didn't get that chance to notice it when I was a little girl, but I notice it now. And it's so, that's what I love about this generation. It's because they are so aware. They are so smart. And I know that they are just going through so much at home and they see the problem, but the parents don't. Can you please, I'm on the, okay, relax, Amir. If you want to go on the laptop, go on the laptop. But I'm doing a video, okay? Or use your phone. Come, give me. Oh yeah, this is not coming out, man, right now. There it goes. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, like, so I just want to say, like, and this is not gonna be a long message, but I just want to say to the people who are going through this, you are not what that person tells you you are. Do not let the insecurity of others hinder you. Know that you are worthy. You are beautiful. You are a god. You are a goddess. You are magnificent. You are here to do big things. Because, and I'm watching these psychological videos, and it's helping me heal through a lot of stuff that I'm going through, and I love it. Because every time it's like something happens, God is just revealing to me the other side. Yes, this bad thing happened, but look at the blessing that is in it, because you now know who is truly here for you. You now know what you are really meant to do in this world, right? So I just want to say, like, don't let others insecurity, because that's what they want to do. They want to hold you down. That's what my mom wants to do. The enviness, and a lot of us go through this. Young girls' mothers are literally jealous of them because they are in that young, they are vibrant, they are shining, they are doing things that they never got a chance to do. Instead of encouraging their child, they are hindering and bringing them down because they want them to stay stuck, because they want them to drown in the mud, right? They want them to sink into that sinkhole and never get up. They don't want them to rise. They don't want people to see them. They don't want people to be known. And this is not just for parents. This is just for anyone in your circle that you see. Even the passive aggression, when people say, oh, you still doing this little thing, or you still got going on. Yeah. Don't indulge in, like, I've had, like, what? Oh my God. And this is why God wants me to speak the truth and my truth, because it's helping somebody out there. It is. And even if this message reaches one person who has endured what I have endured, he has made his way. He has made a way. Please do not sit in that insecurity, because literally when I'm in that classroom, sometimes I don't speak up because I think, maybe this is gonna sound stupid. Why? Because I've been being called stupid my whole life, literally. So why wouldn't I speak up? And that's what I started doing. I started speaking up more because I had to really learn that I am not stupid. And it took professors, it took people who are not close to me. It took a lot of strength for people to tell me. People who, I don't really have a lot of close friends, but people who see the light inside of me, who see the goodness inside of me, they come up to me and they say, Sierra, oh my God, like, you are this, you are that. You are so, your energy, your aura, you're so humble. How do you, and they want to know how. And people don't know this side of me. People don't even know that I even go through all of this stuff. Nobody knows that I go through all of this stuff. The world's about to know, though, because God is using me to help other people get out of their own situations, because I'm not the only one that's going through this. I'm not the only, because I am still a child. And like my son says every time, Mommy, you are still a kid. You're a child too. It's a lot of us going through this, whether we are older, whether we are younger, whether we are middle age. We still have people in our lives that are trying to hinder us and trying to cause insecurities. Now, the thing about loving yourself, and that's why I am pushing people to love themselves. Because when you love yourself, people can't hurt you. So when she calls me stupid, it does bother me. I'm not gonna lie, it does. It ticks me. But then I think of God, and I just say, God, you hear this? And that's literally what I say. I say, do you hear what she's saying? Because God will make a footstool out of your enemies. And I hate to say it, But we all know, if you know the Bible, you know the story of Joseph. When Joseph's family, his brothers casted him out, left him for dead. Left him for dead. And then what, years later, they didn't even recognize Joseph. They didn't even know that that was his brother sitting on the throne. And they came to him to help the land of wherever, I forgot where they landed from. But that story sticks with me all the time, because in my family, I am that Joseph. I have been kicked out, shunned out. And it might not be now. And I'm not saying God don't even gotta do it. I don't even need my enemies to be my footstool. I just want to get away. I just want to get away from the situation. I just want to move away. And I'm not crying. And a part of me wants to, but I'm not crying. And I might just do it later when I start writing about it. Well, I already started writing about it. That's why I actually stopped writing and come on the video. But 555. Just give me 1 second. Guys, I'm coming. Paper towel. I don't know what it. Okay, I'm sorry guys, but the reason why a part of me is I want to cry, but the reason why I'm not crying is because I've lived like this has been my life, my whole life. I have heard this my whole life, right? And you know, it's my favorite song, Meredith Brooks. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your ex, I'm your dream. I'm an angel underneath. That is my favorite song. That is my favorite song, because that is who we all are. We're an angel. You're a sinner. We are sinners. We are saints. Do not feel ashamed. Do not. That is my favorite song. When I listen to that song right there confirms, Sierra, you are still a child of God no matter what. You are still a woman, you are still a child, you are still a lover, you are still you are everything. And I'm nothing in between. And that's what she says. I'm nothing in between. Like, and I don't know, I just really just want to say, like, don't let nobody keep you down. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be hard to build myself back up. And my cousin, one of my cousins that I do actually talk to, she probably, like, I don't talk to her, I haven't talked to her in a while, but she told me something, and now I understand what she meant by it. Is like, because she spent time alone, and she says sometimes you don't want to spend time alone. Sometimes you want to have people around that can build you up too. And that's what your soul tribe is there for, you know. I have a couple of people that I can really say, you know, talk to these things about, and really say, like, and they understand what I'm going through. A lot of it's probably about, I have about like a palm, like literally one hand of people that I can really vent these things to. And when I meet people, you know, sometimes it gets deep and we have these conversations. And they understand because they've been through it, because God is sending people to me. I've been meeting people who are more aligned with me, who have went through, endured the same thing. And I thank God for those connections, because that is what keeps me up. So I might not have the physical, and I'm crying tears of joy right now, because as God is coming through right now, because God has sent me people who have seen my light, who have seen my shine, and they love it. They do not want me to dim my light. They do not want me to wallow and weep. They want me to get up and shine bright, because they know how it is to shine. I have met bosses, I have met judges, lawyers that has encouraged me. And it's the most beautiful part that I do, the most beautiful thing that I do get to see when I am out and about is meeting other older women who do nurture me. You know, because sometimes I don't have the strength to nurture myself. But I don't know, God just sends them, and they nurture me. They nurture me. They mother me as a mother should. They don't say keep yourself down. They know, and that, you know what, especially when I tell them I have kids, they start giving me all the wisdom, all of their wisdom, and God sends them, and I thank God for that. So this is also a message of thankfulness and thank you to the people who God has sent in my life, because let me tell you, like, one of my friends, she's not even that much older than me. She's probably about 12 years older than me. She's a mother to me. She gives me the mother vibes. I love being around her. She's a great wife, a great mother. I just love being around her. Right? It's like when you find people like that, you just draw to them. I met a woman in Costco who, you know, I was just sitting eating food with my kids. They was eating, and we, you know, out of nowhere, she just said, like, you're such a great mother. Like, they can just see it. To hear that, because that's something that I worry about and anyone that knows me, I talk about my kids, and especially to other mothers, like, I hope I'm doing good. And it's days when I yell at my kids, and it's days when I don't have to say anything, and it's ups and downs to parenting. Everyone knows that. But I apologize when I need to apologize. I tell them I love them every time, all day, every day. I try my best when they get mad at me. Sometimes they have to yell at me, but that doesn't mean that they are any different because they came from me. I want to see my kids motherfucking win. Excuse my language. I want to see my kids win just as much as I'm winning, just as much as I am going to win. I want to see them reach their glory days. I want to see them reach their higher days. So let us just, if you are going through this, please keep going. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody put their projections onto you. Because, baby, God will make your enemies your footstool. Right? Literally. Please, I'm telling you, that story of Joseph, that is one thing in the Bible I would never forget. Never. That is one story I got on pack. All right, ask me about the Bible, I could tell you about that story, because once I had read it, it changed my life, and I looked at myself differently from then. And the sad part is that it's like you forfeit your own self in a way. Like, not me, but it's like my mom forfeited her own self in my life. You know, I don't really care. I mean, my stepfather has been in my life since I was 9 years old, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even gonna get into that, because it's very two-faced. It's very like, oh, I understand you, but then you talk about me. So, you know, it's like that. But because I was breastfed from my mother, I was supposed to be nurtured from my mother. And it's a TED talk about the mother wound, and about I can't remember what her name was, but she's a professor in Tennessee or something like that, and she talks about how she has no pictures of her and her mother. She only has a picture of one female in her hand, and that's her aunt. And she talked about how she has never, and when she said this, I cried through that TED talk, because she says She knew what it was like to feel unheard, to feel unseen, to feel like you didn't matter as a child from childhood. That is like, when she said that, I felt that because I've been feeling like that my whole entire life, and a lot of us have. I have no baby pictures with a woman in it. No baby pictures. The last time, literally no baby pictures with a woman, another woman in it, holding me, nurturing me. All I have of my children, and I print out I'm old school. I told y'all I'm old school. I'm an old soul, okay? I like photo albums. Listen, I spent a lot of time with me and my babies when they were babies, and all I got is pictures of me. I don't care how, listen, I was not my best. I was in a whole different situation. I did not look the way I look now. But my kids will also know that they were loved, that they were loved. Hugs, kisses, all of it. Because I don't know. They might not remember. I don't know. We don't know. But I can't even, and that's where, and also through social work, and I'm going to end soon because I don't want to be this video too long, but my professor, my first year at my university that I'm at now, she talked about how a lot of us don't remember the first years. We are supposed to remember the first years of our lives, and a lot of us don't, because it's something that made us not remember those years. Some people can really remember being on their mother's breast. Some people can really remember their mother holding them. Some babies really do remember. Some kids really do remember that. Some adults really remember those things. And she wanted us to go take a deep dive. And in the first year of actual, like, being in my actual real raw social work classes, like, it was all about healing. It was all about how to not burn out, because that's what this field, anyone knows, this field can make you burn out. But this field that's what I love about this field, is that it's so healing. You have no other reason but to try and mend yourself back together from the brokenness that you have endured. And she told us, she said, if you can't remember from ages 0 to 5 or 0 to 3, it means that something traumatizing could have happened to you that has pushed those feelings out, you have just, and I do that now, even now, because I said I thought, healing, I was healed, but I'm not fully healed, because I'm still healed. Every day we are healing, but I thank God that I am able to see it, because I actually didn't want to talk about this. I got to a point in this journey where I'm over it. But if I don't talk about it, it's just going to keep me down. It's going to keep coming up. So I have to heal it. I have to mend it. I have to give it to God. And I also have to do the work for myself. Because if I don't do the work, who's going to do it for me? I spend most of my time with me. It's just going to linger inside of me. Like, it's just going to linger. And then it's going to hinder. And then next thing you know, sometimes... And I don't, if you're a parent, you know this. Sometimes, and one time I told a friend this before, because it's times when I have a hard day and I find myself taking my emotions out on my kid, or, just, and it's, you're just upset and you're just telling them, like, please. But I explained to them that mommy had a hard day. Can you just give me 5 minutes? Give me 10 minutes. Give me this, give me that. Like, yesterday was a hard day for me. I just went back, after a nice break, and I'm dealing with all of these emotions from other people. That can take a toll on you, especially on your first day, especially when you are an asset to your community, because people are looking for you. People wondering, why haven't you been here? You cannot abandon children. Even if you are a teacher, they are attached. kids become attached to you. And when you just up in, I told them that I wasn't going to be back until this day because they can feel neglected. I made sure that I let them know ahead of time, but still, even just coming back, it's like, where have you been? Where, like, and it was hard for them to go. And I felt bad having to take that leave but if I don't take a leave, how can I serve you better? If I don't take a break, I can't serve you at my best, So it's just like that. And I don't know. I just wanted to say that, like, don't let nobody keep you down. Don't let nobody project any of their feelings onto you because of their jealousy. And, they don't, because not everybody is going to see you shine. And unfortunately, in my predicament, the people that don't want to see me shine are the people that are literally in my vicinity, in the closest aspect of me. And I don't know why this is the life that I chose, because we choose our parents. I don't know. But one day I will find out. One day, because we do choose this. And I believe in I believe in reincarnation and stuff like that, and past lives and things like that. And I don't know. Maybe this was my karma that I had to do from a past life. I don't know. But what I do know is that I get to change my children's life because of what I've been through. And I get to help other girls, boys, kids, adults, older people. I don't care how old you are. If you're watching, if you are listening to this and this resonate with you, inspire somebody else. Once you get yourself together, heal yourself, build yourself up, and help somebody else, because that's what it's all about. That's what God is all about. God is love. He will always show you love. And it hurts the most because it comes from the people that we think love us the most. Find your soul tribe, because that's your real family. So that's all I have to say. I'm sorry for the little intermission. I'm drinking a lot of water. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.